There it is.
All right.
What's up? You ready? You ready to go live or what? What's up?
Oh, we are live, dog. But before that,
oh, you didn't. Oh. Here we go. I'm waiting for.
This moment's ours. Summit up the mountain, feeling the powers. Counting games, no
shuts
shame,
down
in
at
to
like
win it.
8:59 and 58 seconds.
Kings on this court, ruling the game from the top of the world. Calling my name, no hesitation, just celebration in sight. Raise the stakes, we're living for a hype. Yeah, hit the summit, best high, watch and grow. This the life we chose. Let the stakes flow. Yo.
And we are live. The boys back at it again. It is Friday night. Do you know where your children are? TGIF, it is 9 o'clock. You know that means the line is hot. I am your co-host, Shawnee V, joined by my main PIC, Boston Mike. What the hell is up, my guy?
What's going on? 2 games back in the wild card. I'm still Boston Mike, still on baseball. I won't give up yet.
I like to hear that. Speaking of a quick baseball shout out, Boston Mike may or may not have talked me into a Boston money line pick tonight on Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, Crochet
I see that they're
mound.
down. They're losing right now. I got away from betting baseball, I guess for good reasons. I've been sizzling hot since football started.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, so you know what? That's okay because I did see that. I kind of just picked some games just to do it today. Friday, you had 2 college football games, and I saw that my other pick doesn't look great, although there's still time. It's only the second quarter in those 2 slated games here. But anyway, we are back, Mike. We are live here on the Built-In Buffalo Network, as we will be every Friday night at the 9 p.m. hour. Hope everybody had an awesome Friday, a day at work. Those of you in the Western New York market enjoyed a Bills victory, a hard-fought victory. I think we're probably going to talk a little bit about that. But, hey, a win is a win.
It was a win.
Got to stack them up because it's not easy to win in the NFL. But, Mike, let's get into it. We're going to be here every Friday. We got a great packed show with some special guests tonight. Anything happened that was great in your world this week?
Well, I mean, the Bills ended up winning. I mean, it was a pretty good game. I mean, I thought, going into it, Miami wasn't going to go crazy. It saddened me a little bit, worried me a little bit that they were coming down to the end, to score a game-tying potential touchdown. That kind of irked me a little bit. But then, it's funny, the line was 11.5, and I just couldn't take 11.5. I mean, it just couldn't happen,
Yep.
So I mean, and I think it was funny, like did you and all the other guys that took Bills money or against the spread, were they thinking they were going to come down and score right away and win by 14 and cover, or were you like, shit?
Well, I was worried. I was worried about the spread being as high as it was, and we got this guy, new special guest, ATL Phil, is in the building. Give him a quick shout out. Phil, I think you're
what's up, Phil?
He is uniquely positioned to answer
What's up,
this
fellas?
question, so let's let him take this one for a quick second.
Man, that game, Buffalo should have went down and scored a few times. They had plenty of opportunities to cover that spread, particularly right before halftime when 2 defensive players for Miami were hurt, and they run the ball. 2nd down, run the ball. 3rd down, run the ball. And then shank a field goal. Like, it killed me. So I lost some money on that game, but that's all right. We'll be back.
That's right. It's all about being getting back on the horse, right? It's a long weekend. That was only Thursday. We got tonight. We got a lot of games tomorrow, and obviously NFL Sunday and Monday. But yeah, Mike, I'll let you steer. Where do you want to get into tonight?
Well, I mean, I would say, listen, we already kind of started it. Our first segment's normally like a field position type of segment where we kind of give the lay of the land. If you know me, anyone, I like to go chronological. I like to talk about things in the past, and then I like to get in the present, and then I love talk of sports because the future is the future.
I love that.
And where's the hybrid? Oh, Moneyball. Oh, man, hold on. Would you like to take this, Sean? Please take this.
Yeah. So, I mean, for those have been with us since last season, you know that Boston Mike and I are the co-hosts of the show. We're generally joined by our other co-hosts or our regular hosts, which is Moneyball Marsh and the hybrid Marcus Dowden. Marcus Dowden, as I said I mentioned it on last episode, he is dealing with some family stuff. He had a death in his family. Also dealing with, obviously, without talking too much about his personal business, funeral arrangements, things like that. But I actually talked to him earlier today. He mentioned to me that he's doing well. I sent him well wishes from, obviously, myself and the show to he and his family. And he said he fully expects to be back next week. But he did, again, was nice enough to give us his picks. So he'll be back. And Moneyball, as we know, he is out and about on campus in Athens between the hedges. So he said he had some campus stuff going on tonight too. So he wanted to start a little bit later, but just being that we kind of made a commitment moving forward to do the 9 o'clock hour here on Fridays, we felt it was important to honor that. So we may see him. He may jump on later in the episode, but if not, both of the regular gentlemen will be back. Not that they're regular, but the regular attendees. They obviously both bring a lot to the show, so we expect them to be back.
Well, here's what I would say to everybody. Prayers up for Marcus, definitely. But it just goes to show you, and I don't know what it says about our friend group, the fact that we have like degenerate gamblers just on speed time, and like all of a sudden we're like, yo, we need Billy the Kid this week. All right. The kid went, he shot his shot last week, So
we have a deep roster.
We need somebody else. And then all of a sudden we're like, yo, let's call up ATL Phil. Like, so he's here. Like, I don't know. So I don't know if it says a lot about us as people or just what we're passionate about, but we have a lot of other people that are just as passionate about these items as well. So ATL Phil, welcome. Again, this segment is recapping. Obviously, Bills Dolphins have already been played, but also week 2 NFL. Really, a couple of things kind of stood out to me.
What do you got?
The Super Bowl rematch was awesome, right? Watching Mahomes get beat again. Philly's D came up clutching a couple of them drives, like shutting them down was awesome. The Colts again. Are they going to keep winning? I was kind of on the Bo Nix bandwagon there for a little while. I still am, but Daniel Jones played real well. Joe Burrow getting hurt, and then Browning plays decent.
Pretty
right?
good, man. Pretty
he's
good.
Not a
he
good
good
replacement, but whatever. The 49ers being injured, they won. My boy Mac Jones, right? I say my boy because he's not really my boy. I don't know if
your former boy. You still have a claim on him for a while, I think.
Yep. And then maybe the way the Lions and Ravens bounce back. Those guys played pretty tough games week 1 and then, kind of routed out week 2. But those are the things that I was thinking about. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'll let Phil go in a second. I'll just real quick. And then anybody, you might have caught us, Chris Maz and I, we did a quick post-game show following the game last night, just sticking with the Bills. And I'll say this, it's week 3. You can say any cliche you want. Just win, baby. A win is a win. You got to stack. There's ebbs and flows to any NFL season. The Bills clearly are not hitting on all cylinders. I don't think anybody would try to tell you otherwise. First game against the Ravens, the offense was there. The defense didn't really show up. Defense opportunistic as always, making plays, really ended up winning the game for them last night on the Bernard interception. But again,
that was awesome.
I don't expect awesome. And there was a lot of things that happened in that play. Rookie Deion Walker got pressured to force that kind of untimely throw from Tua. And obviously there was the roughing the punter, which really gave them life to keep the drive going, go down and score. But in a different, kind of quasi world, the Bills could have lost that game. They were never really in danger of losing it, but they never had really a firm grasp on it. But again, It's week 3. They're playing a bunch of, teams coming up in the next couple of weeks that they should be able to take care of business without really their fastball at 100 miles an hour. Yeah. So I think that this seems like a season, the way that the NFL gods and the schedule makers set us up. There's definitely a route to that 1 seed. You just hope that by the time we get to the playoffs, they are fully healthy and fully executing to the best of their capabilities so that they can go into the playoffs and finally get to that elusive Super Bowl. And I think they have a good chance of doing it. So just a couple of my thoughts.
Think about this, though, right? I mean, if you look at AFC competition, they've already beaten Baltimore.
Yep.
Right. KC looks a little bit weakened, right? I mean, you got the Chargers, and just off the top of my head, the Chargers, the Colts, right? What other teams are, I don't. So I think the path has been laid out. The schedule makers were very favorable. But listen, we'll take it because some years those things flop around, and you got 3 or 4 games down the stretch that are hard, So let's see how it plays out too. But what about you, Phil? I mean, what else stood out for you in the game?
Well, the game, Buffalo did not look as strong as I thought they were. Now, give credit to Miami. Miami came in with a game plan, and they executed pretty well until Tua turned the ball over, showed up with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And then that just kind of sealed the deal for Buffalo. But SV the Don, you're right. Buffalo did not look like they were clicking on all cylinders last night. It just it's going to be a little worrisome when they get into some of these deeper games, particularly with my Atlanta Falcons, who had 5 sacks. Had 5 sacks in one game. So that's a big change for our Atlanta Falcons and their defense. So I'm excited to see them up against a top-notch team like Buffalo.
Absolutely. And one quick follow-up from me, ATL Phil he's put me on notice. It's not that I didn't see them, but he kind of opened my eyes a little bit to what Justin Herbert and the Chargers are doing in the AFC, now sitting at 2-0. Phil, talk a little bit about, and Mike, feel free to chime in about what you guys are seeing. And is this year that the Chargers might actually be a true contender in the AFC?
Justin Herbert is a very, very well-manicured quarterback. Looking at who could possibly be MVP this year, I think he's going to be in the running. I think he gives Josh Allen a run for his money for the MVP of the year this year.
Wow. Okay. How about you, Boston Mike?
I mean, listen, his coaching levels have gone up in the past couple of years. I mean, I think that's really all he's been lacking. I mean, the guy can make the throws. I mean, is his receivers and the guys around him, healthy enough? I mean, the defense looked pretty good, but now he's got a Harbaugh. He's got a Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Hitched his wagon to a Harbaugh.
Yeah.
All right. I love that.
That's what I think. So I'm high on Justin Herbert. Yes.
Yeah, same
so,
here.
SV, SV.
Yeah.
SV, I know we were talking about it. Did you get the video that we wanted to show?
Which one?
With the highlights?
Of course.
Tell me you got it.
Of course I did.
Oh, you got it? Okay. I'm giving everybody homework. SV's homework was to get me a minute or 2 minute video with some of the best plays from the week so we could watch them as we put this week to bed and move on to next week. What you got, Shawnee?
You want to know?
I do. Yeah.
Right.
Selfishly, I do. Yeah.
All right. So here's a quick video for anybody who missed some of the games here. Let's run it.
I got a lot to lose. I'm in and I know there's a lot to prove. Dripping, I got the truth. Killing the field, just watching news. This the life of truth. Top of the game is butterfly. We locked in and ready to move. I'm going to war and looking for truces. You ain't a op, only a nuisance. Plenty of
I wanted to get in the Lions sleep zone, and
I'm in a stone, it's where the Medusa. Big dog talk, never a junior. We never liked it. Look at my future.
Aubrey got it into overtime and now wins it. Malik Washington to the house. Can he return the favor? You gotta be kidding me.
Touchdown, we go up, down. They go left, right, so it's up now. I got a lot to lose. I'm in and I know there's a lot to prove. I'm dripping, I got the juice. Killing the field, just watching news. It's the life of truth. Top of the game is butterflies. We locked in and ready to move. I'm in it to win, ayy. King of the jungle, my DNA. Know I've been him, what you trying to say? We ain't not buddies, it's time to play.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Hey. Very
I
fresh.
love that video. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Gets you hyped up.
Selfishly, I love it. I just listen. You know what's funny? And you watch because what happens is we talk about these games, and then all of a sudden you watch something like that, and you're like, "Oh my god, we didn't talk about that James Cook play where he looks like he's in prison 3 times, and then he schemes it out, right? And, you know, that catch in the Broncos game that was it Franklin or whatever.
Troy Franklin.
Just like the games have been great. I mean, I just think the league's in such a good spot. We got good players. I mean, unfortunately, this year I think we've got some sophomore slumps we got to get through. We got some injuries right now. But I mean, all right. So, we got anything to say? Final words. Wrapping up last week. Anybody got anything to say?
I got a spin doctor's got one for you.
Okay. Why does Boston Mike sound like fighting words?
Yeah. You sure you're in the right pod, bud? Yeah, he's
great. Hey, gang.
He's good. Yeah, real quick.
I've been here for a while. Listen, if you didn't go through my history, I did. Yes, I was born in Rhode Island. I am a Patriots fan by nature. My grandfather told me that, and I would listen to him forever. But then I turned into a Bills fan when I moved to Buffalo. So
he does root for the Bills.
Buffalo Mike, right? Buffalo Mike wouldn't work. Boston Mike is good. And notice, I'm a Red Sox fan first.
Through and through. He is.
Yes. I played Little League before I played Pop Warner football, so I'm baseball.
Well, we'll say this. Boston Mike there's really 2 things I want to say about him. One, he does root for the Bills. I can attest to this. Spent many Sundays in his fabulous RV at the Bills Stadium tailgating. On his dime, where he's happy to have people come out cooking for everybody, and he roots and will wear the proverbial old Bills jersey. Paul Postlesny, he'll still rock it. He roots for the Bills as long as they're not playing the Pats. That's very respectable for a guy who's a transplant from another fan base area, another market. But and the other thing was, and not to say that we're not going to do this, I think it's a great idea. We originated the name Boston Mike due to the fact I thought it sounded cool. And there's Boston Connor, who's I believe he's on the Pat McAfee show. But we wanted to do like a behind an enemy lines type of thing, a series. That's where it started. Having a Patriots fan.
Oh, good, yeah.
That's where it started. So
yeah. And listen, you will notice that the Buffalo, saying you're a Red Sox fan doesn't help your game.
You swing both ways. Don't worry.
I want to know. Hey, listen, you know what? I want to know what team that guy roots for, and have they done as good as the Red Sox have in this millennium? So I'll put my team up against anybody. Maybe not the Dodgers, but anyway. All right. So
moving on.
We are going to pay some bills here. We are sponsored. This show is sponsored by Cruise Planners. Amy Perrin, are you ready to plan your dream getaway? Cruise Planners by Amy Perrin right here in Lancaster, New York. Been helping travelers for over 20 years. Our clients experience unforgettable custom itineraries, all-inclusive escapes, cruises, and so much more. You won't pay a dime for her services. That's unique out there. Everybody wants to make a buck. Amy Perrin wants to help you, whether it's free gratuities or specialty dining promotions. There's always something that she has that sets her apart from the rest. Call Amy Perrin, 716-458-0755. CruiseTheWorldVacations.com. Get ready to travel. Ladies, take your man somewhere. Men, for sure, take your ladies somewhere.
Oh.
And now, hold on. This is the one thing I've been not looking forward to.
Yes.
was the revealment of week's 2 picks and the fact that you have taken the lead and you have taken a sizable lead. So
that's why I wear
I will
Rolex,
give you.
baby.
Hold on, I'm going to give you some congratulations too, because
What you got for me?
you know what? Not many people go 11 for 16 or whatever. You did a good job.
Well, I had a poor performance in week 1. I'll say I was in last place. I was in last place. And,
you were under the weather.
I had to. So yes, thank you, Yoder. I mean, listen, Ricky. We have good weeks and bad weeks. Last week, I saw that I was picking a lot of different games in the crew where I was by myself. And as you probably know, when that happens, you have a good opportunity to gain ground. And when the games broke my way, that's how you go hit 11 games with the spread. So hoping to do that again this week. Not entirely confident that'll happen, but yeah, happy that it did happen for week 2.
Well, as you can see on the screen, we had some more pedestrian type performances.
You guys are consistent, though. Consistent.
Yes. Hybrid and I are 7-7. We're tied for 14 there. Marsh edged us out with 8. And SV, I had to put some like Julius Caesar type like head wraps around your. And I gave you the big weekly trophy there. So if you're keeping up, SV the Don is the weekly champion. And I don't think I will use this little logo until someone beats 11. So we'll play that way. That will sit there.
It may not happen. That could definitely stand for the season, I think.
And if it does, I will have cried because I probably wouldn't have caught you in the standing. Right. So I'll spot you 3 after week 2. I appreciate it. Let's get into our segment sponsor. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah. Who we got?
You.
Yes. So it's Fitz Concrete. Good friend, Brian. Fitz Concrete. It's Western New York's #1 rated concrete company, here for all of your custom residential and commercial needs. Driveways, patios, foundations, and more. Our expert team delivers top quality results that last. From small projects to big builds, it's Fitz Concrete has you covered. Call us today at 716-348-0460 and make sure to mention, of course, that Boston Mike and Shawnee B sent you for an exclusive 15% discount off your quote. And remember, when you're looking for your perfect concrete partner, remember, it fits.
Nice. Hey, we love new sponsors. Thank you. Now, here we go. The moment that we've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. We are going to pick and predict against the spread every game like we normally do. But this week, I know SV has somebody that he wants to introduce. Should we do it?
Yes, we do have a special guest. He's going to be coming. He's headed to the studio right now. Should be here in about 30 seconds.
30 seconds. All right, he's going to walk up.
The myth and the legend.
All right, well, why don't you give everybody just a rundown of what he gave last week?
Yes, I can do that. So this gentleman is one of our special guests that we will be regularly having. He is quite the prognosticator. I know a little history of him. He specialized in baseball, funny enough, in the MLB. A guy that believe, and he'll have to correct me about this, but I believe he once hit a 30-game streak or something in baseball. So without further ado, I want to bring in my guy and your favorite, Billy the Kid. And Billy the Kid went 3-0 last week on underdog picks. Mind you, Billy specialized in underdog picks. So, Billy, you had last week, you had the Patriots money line as a dog. You had the Colts money line as a dog. And then you also hit the Bucks money line as a dog. A very impressive 3-0. And if you guys don't remember, when we calculated the odds, those 3 games were over plus 800, which is very impressive. So, Billy the Kid, he makes just a little bit of time for us because he's a very busy man. He's got to go cash checks. But, Billy, do you got any underdog picks for us this week?
I do, as a matter of fact. I have 3 underdog picks of the week, and I'm going to start off with, I like Cincinnati, the Bengals.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Even without Joe Burrow, you still like him, huh?
I do. They won last week, didn't they?
They did. And also, too, that both teams have their back at quarterback, so it's a fair fight.
It's a fair fight. So we see how that plays out. And then I also like, I would probably take, give me a second.
You want to I can give you the list on.
Yeah, I need the list because I got to see.
There you go. Anybody that goes 3-0 on underdogs, I'm willing to listen.
I would take the Texans.
Likes the Texans,
Over
all
the
right.
Jaguars.
Love that.
That should be a good game.
On the road against the Jags in the heat, okay.
Yep, and then I would probably go. My third one would be the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals over the 49ers.
The Cardinals as both 2-0 teams at 425 on Sunday. All right, so we got the Cardinals. What was the other one? Oh, the Texans and the Bengals. There's Bill. Those are Bill's 3 underdogs. He's nice to give us 3 again. And I'm actually going to run the numbers on those 3. Let's see what you guys can get paid out. We're going to find out. I don't know if it's going to be as good as plus 8. I think it was plus 815 last week.
Yeah, that's what it was, 815.
But let's check it real quick in real time. Obviously, the numbers are kind of changing. So right now, we have the Texans at plus 105. The Bengals at plus 130. That's going to help. And you have who was the last one?
Oh, yeah. Whoever was playing the
the Cardinals. Plus 115. Yes. So Billy the Kid's 3-team money line parlay on the dogs pays plus 913.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we can throw something small on that. You throw $100 on that, you're walking away with the G-bone, people.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
I like that. Billy, any other thoughts? I know you don't have a ton of time to spend, but you have any other thoughts on the Bills? Anything else in the NFL?
I mean, as far as the Bills go, I'm glad they won. I don't think they played the greatest, but I am glad they won, and a win is a win in pro football, any way you look at it.
That's right.
So
right.
I'm going to leave on that note. I think that's my high note. I like the fact that I don't care. A win's a win. The Bills won. Period.
That's right. All right, Billy the Kid. My guy. Appreciate you. Billy's going to go cash some checks, helping us cash checks as well.
Yep,
let's go.
All right, Billy the Kid. I like it. All right, Billy the Kid. Well, hey, listen. Oh, you know what? Listen, why don't we go through the survivor picks too?
Yeah, let's do that.
So, all right. So last week you had Detroit. They won. You're in.
Yes. Thank you.
Last week, Evan and Billy the Kid had the Bills. So they're still in.
Nice.
The hybrid had Baltimore, so they're still in. And I had the Cardinals, so they won. I'm still in. All right, so all right.
I would hope that nobody got knocked out in the first week. That would suck.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah.
We're pretty shitty at our jobs.
All right. So what do you think this week? Did Billy the Kid leave you a
Billy the Kid, are you still in the studio?
One of those underdogs?
So our survival pool, if you remember, you picked – who did he pick last week?
He had the Bills
to win. They obviously won. Do you have a team? You can't choose the Bills. That's your lock just to win this week. Who do you got? Cincinnati. Risque.
Okay.
He likes the Bengals in the survivor pool. Very nice. Very nice. Very
all right. What about you, Say? What say you?
Oh, for me, what, for me, you're saying?
Yeah, no.
I'm going the Bucks.
Tampa. Okay.
I think we'll probably hear from them again later in the betting segment.
All right, I'm going to think about mine, and I'll get Evans too, and we'll keep everybody.
Oh, whoa! You put us on the spot, and then you don't do it on the spot.
We're going to go into week 1 picks. It fits
Wow.
concrete, brought to you. Here we go. Game number 1. And this is the game for me is great because I have the Packers tight end, Tucker Kraft, killing it in my fantasy league. Anybody want to talk about this game? It's pretty consensus. It's Green Bay giving 7.5 to Cleveland. No Cleveland takers.
No, Cleveland's got a pretty good defense, but Green Bay's looking like a wagon to me. They look like they might be the favorite to come out of the NFC along with Philly. They look very strong. Yeah, I'm not gonna get.
Is the 7.5 scary? Like if it was 6.5, would you be less scared?
No, well, if I was betting the game, which I do intend to bet, I would definitely tweak it just because. But that doesn't scare
that's a
me.
tough line.
I think they're probably going to win by around 10 or more. I would say so.
All right, and then we had a little split here. Titans. This is a rivalry game, I think. Colts at Titans. Colts given 4.5. I'm taking the home dog.
Oh, shocker.
Shocker, home dog. I don't take every home dog, but some of them I do.
Yes, you do.
The Colts just have to come back to earth a little bit. It's just
Kraft.
Well, he got hurt. I know he got hurt the other night.
I think he's questionable. Mike, keep going. I'm going to look that up really quick because we do have him on our fantasy team. Let me read the latest for you guys real quick here.
All right. So then we did split. Now the next game here is Cincinnati, Minnesota. Minnesota given 2.5 over the Bengals, the backup quarterback bowl. What do you think, Phil? I know your picture's not on the screen here. Who are you taking in this game?
Yeah, we got to fix that for him. We got to put his picture out there.
Well, I didn't know he was coming out.
I would take Carson Wentz and the Vikings.
Whoa, given 2.5 at home?
Okay.
I would.
Should they be favored over anybody?
I don't know about that.
Yes.
I like them over the Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
The Bengals. Real quick, Mike, real quick. I was going to say, just real quick, so I'll get this out of the way. Tucker Kraft, as of 4 hours ago, is officially listed as questionable. I mean, that doesn't really tell us anything.
Yeah.
He's dealing with a knee injury that he suffered. He's been banged up. Like he did get hurt in that game last week and then came back in. And that's why I texted Mike. I was like, oh, shit, because he's our fantasy tight end. But he went back in and finished the game. But, yeah, he had a knee injury, which is never good on Thursday. It says the team doesn't think it's very serious, but he's officially questionable. So, yeah, fantasy managers, watch out. Obviously, look for Sunday morning. And obviously when the inactives come out, make sure that if he is out, replace him with somebody.
Yeah. Luckily, we got Johnson from
number two best fantasy. We have number 1 and number 2. Good on us.
All right. And how does no one else think the Patriots are going to win this game? Come on.
Come on, Homer.
I mean, hold on. They're
Homer.
Getting 1.5. Come on, at home.
What's that?
Home dog. Lock it in.
Steelers are a better team.
Dog. All right,
come on, bro. Ooh.
All right, here we go.
Spin City got something for us here.
Does McCarthy last the whole season? He hasn't made it past week 3. I think the answer is no.
So he said, he prefaced it with a one healthy. Okay, all right.
Oh, one healthy?
I
I think if he makes it through the season, he's healthy. I think that's yes.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, here we go. Eagles and Rams. I know this was a hard one for you, SV.
Yeah, I went back and forth on this one. Well, because to be honest with you, I'm a Rams believer. I do like the Rams. I like their team. I like McVay. I think the fact that the game is in Philly swayed me. And the thing that it really pisses me off about this spread is it's 3.5, which kills me because I totally see that the Eagles will win by a field goal in this game and you still lose. So I was compelled potentially to go the way of the Rams and take that extra hook, thinking that it could be a field goal game. But I think just because the Eagles are at home, I think they'll find a way to get it done. So
All right. Well, I mean, I think that 3.5 is tough. I think it really. I think that 0.5 is they're just baiting you into it, Sean. Do it.
I know.
And you want to make that? Hey, make that the 5th leg in your parlay and win 4 of them, and then lose that one by a half.
I know that would kill me. I'd be so
Yeah.
pissed. Here's a question
ATL
from
Phil
Flanagan.
sounds like that's happened to him before.
Yeah. Is it just
All right,
me, or
then we
should Philly
make
be scoring like 40
Yeah.
every week with the players on the offense? Yeah. You guys care to comment on that? Because that's
Yeah.
a good point. I mean,
Listeners.
they're arguably, right up there
Philly
with
be scoring
Buffalo
40.
and Baltimore as the most talented offenses in the league. They definitely can. Between Barkley, their
I
offensive
feel-
line, their receivers on the outside, like
I
they're
feel like Philly
good.
definitely turns it on and turns it off. I
Yeah.
don't think they need to be on a lot to win. They're so good. Their roster's so good.
It's kind of that's what the Bills are dealing with right now. The same thing, actually. So I get it.
Yeah, they play to their competition.
Yeah, but the Bills, a lot of it, I think, is coaching. I just
Yeah.
think the Eagles, like, they're just so good. They're just very consistent. I don't know. To me.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we all went Bucks. I don't think anybody here is rooting for the Jets, unfortunately. I mean, the spread
No.
is 6.5. I mean, is that too much? Is that going to be a close game?
No. I haven't seen anything from the Jets this season that
Oh, week
shows
one,
me-
you saw it. Week one was their week.
Yeah, I mean, more
Fields is
so.
hurt.
No,
Yeah,
more
Fields is
so.
hurt.
This just coming. I've said this on the show before. I'm also, besides the Rams, I also am extremely high on the Bucks and Baker Mayfield. He's my fantasy quarterback for a
Yes.
reason. I've been outspoken in the fact that they arguably have the best set of weapons on the offensive side of the ball, and at least at receiver. And then obviously Mike, you love, and I love Bucky Irving. But I just think the Bucks are a class better than the Jets. So I could see this game being at least a 10-point win for the Bucks, if not more. That's the reason.
All right, so they cover. We had a little split. Evan had to send this pick in via smoke signal. Raiders over Commanders. I mean, I think Jay Daniels is in a little bit of a sophomore slump. I don't think you can, but listen, I don't think it's that bad because he was so good last year. I don't think it was real that he was that good that early. It's got to catch up with you a little bit, man. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really worried about them. I do think that they will win and cover over the 2.5 over the Raiders. Here you go, ATL Phil. I'm going to let you take away this whole line right here. Atlanta.
No comment on that. The
All right,
hometown
nobody's
guy.
taking Carolina. No one.
Nobody likes Carolina. That's smart. Falcons are going to be all over Carolina. Their defense just so impressive last week. Again, with those 5 sacks, and that's not something that's been normal for my Falcons, and I'm so excited about their defense.
Yeah,
They
it's
brought
nice.
in
It
the
looks like
new
you guys have
defensive
a D.
coordinator.
Oh yeah, we talked about that, and it looks like this year, Phil. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have a D to match like the potential offense that they're starting to build with Bijan and Penix. They have good receivers, a good tight end. Now they're good on both sides of the ball. They're dangerous.
We have a young team. We have a fast team.
Nice. All right. Well, hey, we'll move on. We got some Thursday night ones. Let's see. Let's add up here. I know we had some picks here. I did go out on a limb, and I do trust my ETN led Jaguars.
We do love ETN. He's our fantasy.
I do.
He's our flex. He's our flex player. We love him.
Listen, it's a rivalry game. They're only giving 1.5.
Yeah.
I think any score kind of wins this game. I think Jacksonville's sneaky. We talk about AFC teams. I mean, they're in that.
I picked them to make the playoffs this year.
Hey, Trevor Lawrence should be good this year. You know, he should.
He should. So, he has no reason to.
Boss Mike.
Yeah.
What do you think about Travis Hunter in this game?
Oh man, all right, so hold on. So let's go back to the draft. Did I want Travis Hunter as a Patriots fan at 4?
Yeah, you did.
I did. But hold on.
I actually know that he did though, because like he was on the phone. We were on the phone. He's like, "Oh, he's gonna fall. He's gonna be there." Like, no, he's not.
Well, it's either him or Carter. I wanted to do Carter. I knew Cam Ward wouldn't be there. We had number 4. Thanks to Gerard Mayo and the Buffalo Bill Patriots that gave us the game, which sealed our fate at number 4. I don't know if that story answers your question or not. I'm very non-committal.
Yeah.
I'm very non-committal. Listen, especially a guy that plays cornerback and receiver.
Right.
We just haven't seen it happen. I mean, I know he came in and they were going to do it right away, and then all of a sudden it kind of tempered a little bit. And I mean, listen, he doesn't have to be Deion Sanders, man. Like, just be yourself.
No, he doesn't.
I'm okay with it. Even if he was a receiver on my team, I would be happy with it. Yes, if that answers your question.
Sure.
Yes.
Here's a question for you guys, real quick. This is interesting by spin here. Who is the next Andrew Luck, Stroud, or Burrow as far as career gets cut short because their team doesn't believe in having an O-line?
Well, here's what I can tell you.
I would have said the Bears, but they improved their offensive line quite a bit, and the Jets did as well, for whatever that's worth. Go ahead, Mike.
Here's what I do know, because I was looking up some stuff earlier for the show. And I do know that Joe Burrow has almost been sacked as much as Andrew Luck, or maybe even more in his career in his first 170 games or whatever it is. So Joe Burrow, unfortunately, I mean, he is so good, but he's proven just to not be that Iron Man. I mean,
he's made of glass, man. He's made of glass.
I don't think glass.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say glass.
I'm not saying it's his fault.
I mean, he's no Cal Ripken.
Right, exactly right. He's not Josh Allen. Josh Allen takes hits, and he's fine. He's just as big as the guys that are trying to take him down. Joe Burrow is not.
Look at Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield takes tons of hits.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yes. Yeah.
Burrow going to win comeback player of the year.
We got 3 Seahawks. We got somebody who's picking. Hybrid is picking the Saints. Let's see what we got here. The Saints are going off -7.5 Seattle. Wow.
Interesting. Well, as the only guy who's played in the NFL who's on the show, maybe he knows something.
Picking against the team he used to play for. That tells me something right there. That might be a canary right there.
Yo, we're gonna remember that. Remember that we're gonna have
mark
to
this
ask
down.
them.
Minute 42 and 35 seconds.
All
right, and then we wrap up this screen here. We got the Cowboys and Bears. I mean, Evan's taking the Bears. The Bears are getting 1.5. I mean, Dallas is coming as a road team. I mean, you just got to think they're going to play off last week. I love Javonte Williams. I mean, I really
Oh my God,
do.
he's looked so good this year. I've been such a fan of him since he was in North Carolina. He has Dallas. The one thing about them, they might have a shit defense, but they always have a pretty strong offensive line and can run. And that guy is hella talented, and he actually has like a legit offensive line. He is dominating on the ground right now. I love it.
Yeah, he is. What do people in Atlanta think of Dallas? Do they think they're America's team there? ATL?
Let Phil have that one.
No, not at all. Not America's team by no means. I like the Bears in this game. I like C.J. Stroud, or Caleb Williams. I'm sorry, to turn it around this game and do some things. I like the Bears in this game. I'm not big on Dallas.
Now, would you say that America's team historically just, would be the Patriots who revolted against the British? Did you say that they should be America's team?
Well, with a 24-3 lead in the Super Bowl and to come back and win, man, I'll put my head down to that one. I give you guys props on that one. I was already headed home counting money.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I took a walk at halftime.
I remember. Mike called me. You called me. Yep.
I had to clear my head, man.
Is it true that the Patriots put 243 diamonds in that Super Bowl ring?
That's a lot. That's a lot of anything in the Super Bowl ring. I can tell you. I can tell you,
Hey.
I left a bar football party in Buffalo because it's funny. It's like they always hated us. I was such a good winner and I was such a good loser, right? We would. I mean, we beat you guys 18 in a row. I was very nice, cordial. I'd go to the games. I'd play
except for
catch
the time
with
that we almost got in the fight.
I'd play catch with little kids, I was a nice person. But then all of a sudden, Bills fans just want to go and get upset, and now all of a sudden here we are, and now I'm a good loser, right? I mean, we're kind of in that hopefully mode. Nobody's picking the Patriots. I mean, we did. I'll tell you one thing: the special teams in week 2 turned that game around when they had that kick return or that punt return, and we kicked or vice versa. That right there, Antonio Gibson, he has my heart forever. That guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm loving him. So, and then we got some late games here. We go
real quick as we go in there. I wanted to ask ATL Phil a question.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never asked him this before. So, along the lines of the question about the Cowboys, Phil, this is something that's talked about inside of people that watch our show. But to get somebody with an objective opinion, I'd like to hear your answer to this. Do you feel? I'm not going to say that they're the team. Or the America's team, but have the Bills surpassed the Cowboys as America's team at least? Do you think?
Absolutely. Yeah? Yes. In Atlanta, they have for sure. There's a strong Bills Mafia showing here in the Atlanta area. So, in my opinion, by far, the Cowboys are no longer America's team.
Yeah. Cool.
But here's what I would say. When the Cowboys were winning, people were watching them. Casual fans jumped on to the Cowboys, and then they started losing, and the real fans felt it. What is up? If the Bills don't win, they're going to be we can't keep picking these guys. I mean, they're going to they're going to win 14 games. They're going to get to the AFC Championship game. They're not going to win it, or they're not going to go. You have to win one. So, I mean, what's Josh in year 8 now? I mean, the odds are that the window, maybe not closing, but I mean, think about it. You got 3, 4, 5 more years, maybe.
Prime Josh, I would say. This seems like the best chance they've had, I think, this season. I've said it. Like, this is the first year I felt confident enough to put a Bills Super Bowl bet in. I've never done that before. And it's mainly just because they fortified their depth mainly on the defensive side of the ball. Their offense already was the top unit last year in the league.
Yeah.
It just seems like, and with the Josh at the height of his powers, and I saw some pretty interesting stuff from the national media today talking about basically, and Mike, I'd like to get your opinion on this. Like, Josh is playing the most efficient quarterback play that's ever been played in the history of the NFL right now. Now, I'm not saying that. That's what like Colin Cowherd and some of the guys on ESPN are saying. Like, he's not turning the ball over. Like, he hasn't had a turnover yet this season, but it's gone back to like a whole season. Last year, he had, I think, a total of 8 turnovers. Like, he's breaking records with his efficiency right now in the history of the league, quietly. But people are starting to notice that.
Here's what I would say for somebody who started their young football life as a loser, and not a loser, a loser, right? We were losers.
There you go.
Nobody wanted to.
Spins
nobody wanted. Huh?
Spins got
Nobody wanted to play the Pats because we stunk.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the Bills are on a high, and I do agree. And I travel all around the world.
It's impressive.
I do feel that the Bills are the trendy, and they've been this way for a few years. But it's weird. I think every year
the lovable loser
with a different storyline. Like, the team's not as good. They don't have receivers, and then they don't have receivers, and then the defense is hurt, and but then they just win, right? And now they're gonna, they've already beat Baltimore. So I mean, at a certain point, I think they hopefully will get over this KC hump this year. I would love to see them win. There's nothing better, I feel, than a championship in the sport that you love. I think that sports is great because you invest yourself and your life and your soul in things that you can't control. And I think it's very healthy. So,
Yeah.
and listen, I think all my friends back home, if they're going to root for a second team, and even though it's in the division, which is really weird, normally this wouldn't happen. It would not happen.
Never.
Like if it was Miami, we would not like I don't know. But I just
it's like my dad in Detroit. He hates Green Bay, Minnesota. He hates them. He does.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. So no, I feel you on that. That says a lot. Patriots fans are gonna let the Bills have one.
I think so.
That
Well,
listen,
and I know Patriots fans, like some of my friends, are just full of themselves and full of us, and our teams have been great, and Boston's been title town, and it's awesome. And then there's some of us that have a longer memory who kind of remember what it was like. I mean, before I moved to Buffalo, we hadn't won anything. The Sox were still winless. The Celtics hadn't won since Larry Bird. The Patriots we went to the Super Bowl and got beat by Desmond Howard, right? I mean, I got my heart broken then, right? So, I mean, and then the Bruins, I mean, not really a hockey fan. I couldn't really tell you about the Bruins. Really don't know.
Yeah, well, the Bruins have been good for a long time. The Bruins are kind of just bottoming out, honestly, like right now. It's taken a long time for them to hit that point where they're probably projected to finish like in the bottom of their division. It's been 20, 30 years, whatever it's been. Like they've been good in the playoff team the entire time. So yeah, they've been awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, let's get back to these picks.
Don.
We got the 49ers and Cardinals. I know Cardinals were my pick last week to break the curse of my first week on the hold on, sorry. The Elimination Chamber. I know because last year, my first game I lost, which unfortunately was. So I'm happy to make it to week 2 here, but I will not be picking them this week. And then we got Kansas City. I'm taking Kansas City. There's no way they go 0-3.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Way.
Personally,
No
right?
way.
ATL Phil, you think the same way?
Well,
the NFL cannot let
absolutely.
them go 0-3.
Well,
listen, he got engaged.
NFL's not going to let it happen.
They're engaged. They can't. KC cannot lose.
All I'm going to say is this. All right, I hear your logic, and I somewhat agree with you. All I'm going to say is from the guy that went 11 correct picks on the spread is the only guy that picked the Giants to cover last week.
Oh, come on.
The Giants are very good on defense. Their defense, listen, I like Kevon Thibodeau. How many autographed rookie cards do I have with him? A couple. Their line's good. I have a soft spot for Dable, obviously. And dude, how could you not? Dude, we have Malik Neighbors. The guy is Russell Wilson is throwing him freaking lollipops, bro, and he's just beating everybody down the field in double coverage. He's so good. Like they have a shot.
We talked about this. We talked about this last night. Vegas called last night.
I know.
And slowed that game down. The NFL has called. KC's not going to lose this game.
No, I don't think they're going to lose the game. I think, but what is it? 6 points, Mike?
We got it right now at 6.5.
I'll take Giants at 6.5. I think Kansas City will win, but I think the Giants can cover. I know.
It's okay.
I'm just saying.
And then Monday night, listen, my two teams that bounced back from shitty week ones, and now they play each other. So now the storyline is which one of these continues to rise and which one has the oscillation effect. Do the Ravens or the Lions? What do you think there, ATL Phil? This is a big game on Monday night.
Where's
it's in Baltimore?
It's in that matters.
It's in Baltimore.
That's tough.
That definitely matters. Baltimore, they're a strong team. I don't think the Lions. Maybe if the Lions were in Detroit, I could get on the Lions. But Baltimore at home Monday night, I think they're going to show out.
It'll be interesting to see the weather. Obviously, Detroit's a dome team, so if there's any type of precipitation, rainy, whatever, wind, or whatever, I really like the Ravens. But I did just see. I have a soft spot for Detroit. It's my dad's team. We went to the Bills Lions game last season. I think the Lions still deep down or somewhere inside there, they're still a contender in the NFC, even though they didn't look like it week one. They definitely bounced back last week and they put up a shit ton of points. More like the Lions were used to seeing as Jared Goff was comfortable. They were slinging the ball over the field. Shout out to Isaac Tesla, the guy my dad told us to draft, Mike. He's been making plays, by the way, that rookie. He had a sick one-handed grab. He's texting me like, I told you this kid's good. Amon-Ra St. Brown got loose. They're still the Lions, and I think I'm more so just hoping that they could maybe take Baltimore out. Not so much confident. That's more of a hopeful spread cover there.
I mean, is that purely a Bills backer seeding conversation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
100%. Wishful thinking here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully I do better than I've done the last couple of weeks. There's nowhere to go but up. So hopefully you'll be looking down at me for only 1 week. And ATL Phil, give me all your picks, please. Next week, we'll put you on the screen. Welcome to the show,
Gotcha.
my friend.
Thank you, sir.
I think, listen,
Glad to be here.
and listen, I'm gonna give you some love. Here's the reason that ATL Phil is with us, folks. Like I said, we have a deep roster.
He's a hard worker, this kid.
ATL Phil is very knowledgeable at our next segment, and that's why we wanted to bring him on. We do a lot of football. Last week we did some fantasy football. We're going to do some daily football fantasy coming up. But we don't want to gloss over. There's some very, very good plays in college football. And this is where we were going to introduce my man, Phil. We have a little logo for him, graphic for him.
Our graphics team is killing, man. Look at this.
Yeah, so we were going to be so excited. We were going to bring him in, talk the game of the week, upset specials, and then all of a sudden we're like, well, let's just bring Phil in the whole show. And then that ruined our producer spot. But anyway, so Phil, I know you have some insights college football betting wise. Take it away, my friend. The floor is yours.
I've got four really good games for this week. Memphis plus 7.5 versus Arkansas. This is a noon kickoff at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee, and a nationally broadcast game on ABC. This matchup features an undefeated 3-0 Memphis team facing a 2-1 Arkansas squad. Memphis enters this game with a 10-game non-conference win streak and a strong home field advantage. 7.5 points just seems too much for this non-conference rivalry. I would be all over Memphis and the points. Second game I got for you. Arizona State plus 2.5 versus the Baylor Bears. This is a 7:30 kickoff in McLean Stadium in Waco. This matchup marks a significantly early season contest for both teams as they open their Big 12 conference play. Baylor's defensive front seven ranks 124th in rushing yards allowed and 81st in tackling. So that's a weakness that Arizona State can definitely exploit to control the clock. The Sun Devils' red zone defense is pretty strong, so that could result in field goals and not touchdowns for the Bears. So I would take Arizona State and the points on that. Third game for you. This is a big one. The Fighting Illinois Illini plus 4.5 at Indiana. Now, Illinois is number 9. Indiana is 19. I'm not sure why Illinois is getting points, but they are. This is another 7:30 p.m. kickoff at Memorial Stadium in Bloomington. Both teams enter this matchup undefeated at 3-0, making this a pivotal early season Big Ten showdown. So this is the first ranked meeting between these two schools since 1950. So although Indiana is favored, this is a ranked conference matchup that most likely will probably be decided by a field goal. So I would take the Fighting Illini and the points. And let's go with the college game of the week. Florida plus 7.5 versus number 4 Miami. This is another 7:30 kickoff at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. In conjunction with this marquee matchup, ESPN's College Game Day will be broadcasting live down there from the Lakeside Patio at the University of Miami, the campus in Coral Gables. This marks the first time since 2017 that College Game Day has visited Coral Gables. making it a significant event for both that fan base and those programs. So this matchup marks the first time also that the Gators have traveled to face the Hurricanes since 2013. Miami enters this game ranked number 4 with a 3-0 record, while Florida comes in at 1-2. So in-state rivalry game. Florida ranks, listen to this stat, Florida ranks in the top 10 nationally in defensive success rate and have excelled in holding opponents to low touchdown rates in the red zone. So the Gators are stout against that run, and that could really disrupt this Miami offense. So I would take the Gators and the points. So there's your 4 picks. Quick recap: Memphis plus the 7.5, Arizona State plus the 2.5, the Fighting Illini plus 4.5, and the Florida Gators. Can't believe I'm saying this. The Florida Gators plus 7.5. SV Don, what do you think about those picks?
Man, I like it. I know. Am I able to just jump in? I want to give out my picks of the day too, and one of the ones that you said I absolutely love. I do like Illinois getting the points. I almost think that the wrong team is favored here. But to give out my top plays, I'm going to give a quick 4-team parlay. Try to keep it to 3. So if you want, I mean, I know I don't always like to do like a 2-day parlay, but I do. I think it's too juicy to not take Illinois. When I have 3 games, my 3-team NFL parlay. Obviously, I've hit it the last 2 weeks in a row for you. So I'm going to do a 4-teamer, but if you wanted to kind of bet them separately, feel free to. I have Illinois. I tweaked it up to 10.5. Still good value at minus 185. I would bet that's a straight. I think that's going to be a great straight bet for tomorrow. It's my favorite game. And then I also like on the NFL for Sunday, I like the Bucks minus 300, the Falcons minus 240, and the Commanders. Yes, Jaden Daniels should be playing. With Illinois tweaked plus 10.5, you're looking at plus 372. So a $100 bet is going to pay you 372. So you're walking with 472 on a $100 bet. So yeah, anytime you can triple or more your money, some games I think it will be fairly easy. Yeah, you got to do it.
Nice. Hey, well, and that again, ATL Phil always does bring it. Every time we have a conversation, he's always that guy that always has some stats. And he talks about defensive rating and efficiency.
Love that.
That's
DVOA. That's a good one.
Hey, that's where the money is won, man, and that's why ATL Phil is a legend. And we're happy to incorporate him into the show. Hey, listen, we're up about an hour here. I am blessed. Thanks to everybody for watching. 300 people strong. Go Bills, go Patriots. I know everyone loves the Patriots, man. Say you do. For me.
Go Falcons.
Go Falcons. Okay.
Well, I gotta do a quick ad read for Pay Some Bills real quick for the Built in Buffalo Network. But before we do that, obviously you're all on here live. We always, as you can kind of tell, we like to get a lot of listener and follower interaction. So I know we had planned on potentially going for 90 minutes, but I mean, we got through everything pretty quickly. If anybody has any questions, whether it be now or anytime, whether it be fantasy football related, do you have some questions about your starting lineup? Who would a waiver pick up? Who you might like in a potential college game tomorrow? NFL, any type of questions at all, we'll open it up and we'll just kind of do a quick Q&A. So feel free to just kind of shoot. And as we kind of get into that, I wanted to give a quick shout out. Of course, we're very excited to do our weekly show this season here on the Built in Buffalo Network. Built in Buffalo is your go-to destination for all things Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres. Of course, the best place to go for Buffalo's teams covered by the fans, for the fans. Tune in to catch our great content on all the main social media channels, like you are now, and also on YouTube. And an audio-only version of the show is always available If not later tonight, first thing tomorrow morning, you can listen to on all your favorite pod platforms, whether it be Spotify, Pandora, Apple, any of those. You'll be able to listen to us. I'll try to have that episode out for us later tonight. So if you someone like me like to go to the gym or do yard work, whatever it is, like Boston Mike, and listen to a pod, can always do that too. If you can't catch us on Fridays live, you can always catch us later. So
of all the things I could be doing listening to a podcast, do you think yard work is number one?
I feel like you do a lot of yard work. You like to mow the grass at camp, man. Come on, don't put me on blast. I know what you do all the time. I know your life.
I will tell you this. See that you brought that up. The worst feeling is when you get a call from your campground and they say, Boston Mike, and you say hello. And they say, your grass is horrendous. You need to come mow your lawn, Boston Mike.
Yep. That's true.
I'm a busy person, unfortunately. I wish we could. I wish I could just, keep somebody on mow duty, but unfortunately, So I don't do yard work. I don't. But anyway, yes, I think an hour is good for today. We'll see you soon. ATL Phil, anything on the way out?
No, I'm good, man. I enjoyed being here. Thank you guys so much for having me. I loved it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome,
awesome man.
SV, take us away.
Yeah, man. We'll be back at it again Friday. I guess same time, same place. As always, like I said, you can catch us probably. I'm thinking tomorrow, first thing in the morning, if you want to listen back to ATL Phil's plays. You can always do that. Oh, thank you, Yoder, for the nice compliment. Great episode. Can't wait for next week. We appreciate that. But if nobody has any kind of pressing questions, we will get out of here and go have look at this guy.
Hey, I do have one more thing. We were talking last night. I don't know if you remember this, but we were talking about Josh Allen earlier and his mechanics and how he's changed.
Yes.
You remember us having the conversation last night about that quick release that he has? This just popped up in my head. His mechanics from when he was at Montana to where he is now.
Yeah. Yep.
With his Wyoming, I'm sorry. Putting his hips in it when he throws the ball, that quick release, like he was just on it last night. He impressed me. It was impressive last night. So I wanted to say that earlier, and it just popped back in my head.
Yeah. He's spent a lot of time, energy, resources with not private coaches that come. Not only he works with in the off season, the one Palmer brother, Jordan Palmer, Carson's brother.
Jordan Palmer.
Yep, he is the quarterback's coach that he's worked with for a couple of years, and he's really improved his mechanics. And it just overall play has kind of followed suit every single year. And now you just see it all comes down to at Wyoming, he was an all arm thrower. He has the craziest arm probably that we've ever seen. So he's just all arms launching balls. But when you actually
throwing sidearm.
When you map it out and you're generating from your back hip, you're rotating through your hips, you're landing, and you're pointing towards where you're trying to throw the ball, kind of rotating through and mapping it out. He's just gotten better and better, and now you've just seen him at such an elite kind of pinnacle level that you're just not seeing turnovers. So it's really amazing, and he's the main reason why we have a legit opportunity to take home some hardware this year. So nice to hear that from an objective fan. So
all right, all right, absolutely.
All right, and on that,
Boston Mike.
I'm on a mission, no turning back. Game face on, step by step we climb, like we're climbing mountains. Feel the time, unstoppable forces, break the mold.